or tune it in the sun. This is TFM, get ready to rock. From AM to PM, come on, let's talk.
TFM 95.4.
Let's talk.
Live on TFM and the TFM Facebook page. This is the live feed of TTV. Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from a newsroom today. 200 coronavirus patients admitted in ICUs. New device in Oman to help keep homes COVID-free. Syed Yasin reviews bilateral ties with Indian ambassador. Experts program to empower youngsters in the Sultanate of Oman. Tourists arrested for littering in the country. Study hard for your goals, according to experts. Iran reports 3,362 new coronavirus cases. Turkey reports 1,511 new coronavirus cases. Peru to open international flights from October 5, 2020. Soldiers recruited to Afghan army amid increased violence. These were the top headlines of the day. Let's see how the weather looks like today in the country in our weather update.
I'm Antra Bose with your daily dose of weather. We're standing outside the TFM studio in Alquare, and coming up is the daily tip. Now, we've been talking about summer footwear, so here's another one. Now, flip-flops are a summer favorite, but the problem with them is they keep slipping and sliding out of place, and that leads to blisters and sore feet. How do we tackle them? It's quite simple. Just spray your flip-flops with hairspray. Now, that's our tip for today. We'll step inside the studio and talk more about weather. Oman Meteorology and Public Authority for Civil Aviation have kept up its alert, indicating there will be a reduction in horizontal visibility during fog. Now let's take a look at what the seas are going to be like. Mosandam Sea and Oman Sea will have waves reaching a height of 1.25 meters and relative humidity between 40 to 60% and 20 to 70% respectively. The Arabian Sea will continue to be moderate with waves reaching a height of 2 meters and relative humidity between 50 to 90%. Now let's take a look at what the weather is going to be like in the rest of the Sultanate. Muscat will be partly cloudy today with temperatures between 35 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. Mosandam will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 35 to 26 degrees Celsius. North Al Batana will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 34 to 28 degrees Celsius, and South Al Batana will be sunny with temperatures between 40 to 30 degrees Celsius. Al Buremi will be sunny with temperatures between 42 to 28 degrees Celsius. Al Dahira, there is a possibility of a sandstorm with temperatures between 41 to 27 degrees Celsius. Al Dakhla will be sunny with temperatures between 40 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. There will be a possibility of a sandstorm in North Al Sharqiya with temperatures between 40 to 26 degrees Celsius, and South Al Sharqiya will remain partly cloudy with temperatures between 39 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. Al Wusta will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 35 to 22 degrees Celsius, and Dhofar will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 28 to 19 degrees Celsius.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Here's a quick update on COVID situation in the Sultanate today. For the first time since the pandemic came to the Sultanate of Oman, 200 patients suffering from COVID-19 have been admitted in ICUs in the country. Figures released by the Ministry of Health show that 63 new admissions were made in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of patients in the ICU to 200. On Thursday, 24th September, expressing concern over 190 patients being present in intensive care units, Dr. Ahmed Al-Saidi, Minister of Health in the country and member of the Supreme Committee on COVID-19, said this was a record which had not been seen in the past. But the rising numbers do not mean that the health institutions in the country have failed in their duty. Cases are rising all over the world, overburdening the health sector, he said. As of September 27th, Oman has altogether recorded 97,450 cases of coronavirus, with recovery standing at 87,801 and 909 deaths. Now, from our local desk, and a great news coming your way is that an Omani company has brought into the country devices that help reduce people's chances of contracting coronavirus by helping to disinfect their homes and personal items. These devices, which uses ultraviolet light that claims to destroy more than 99% of germs, are manufactured by Philips and recently arrived in Oman and other Middle Eastern countries. To make sure they are safe to use for humans, they first underwent testing at the National Emerging Infectious Diseases Laboratories at Boston University in the US. And to talk more about this amazing device that has come into the Sultanate, we have got Mr. Joby Joseph, who's the General Manager for New Fourth Dimension LLC. This is the company that has brought in the product into the country. So let's welcome Mr. Joby. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Hi, good afternoon. It's my pleasure having an opportunity to join with the Times of Oman Facebook page.
It's definitely
Thank
our
you so much
pleasure
for
to have
joining.
you here, sir. So before we get into the detail of the product, can you give us a little brief about what the product is about?
Basically, we have three type of product. One is for the air disinfection, object disinfection, and the surface disinfection. So at the moment, we got three different products in with us. So we have desk lamp, which can be used for the small offices, house, and all that. And we have another product which is called chamber, UVC chamber, which can be used for the pharmacies, and even at house we can use it for disinfecting the objects like our mobile phones or any other objects. We can keep it inside the chamber. And we have another product which is a disinfection trolley, which can be used for the large areas like prayer halls, a multi-purpose hall, auditorium, even the school classrooms, and all that.
Right, so these are the types of the products that you actually have with you that has been prepared by Philips, right?
Yes.
Okay, so sir, what are the functions and how can one work with these products?
We have the product with me here.
Okay.
So this is the desk lamp basically. So I can just, it's got a built-in timer and also the motion sensor, everything. It has got a safety features since the UVC rays are harmful for the human body. So it's got a safety measures. The sensor is available, motion sensor is available, and the timer. So I can just set the timing from this one.
Please press timer button to select duration.
Yeah. I can set it for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 60 minutes. So once the timer is set, I'll have to just leave the room. Otherwise, it is harmful for the human body.
Yeah,
So
because
it
the
will-
ultraviolet rays are in there.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So we have two colors are available. Rose gold and silver is available. These are the two products available with us now at the moment.
Right. So this is for the home use, sir, domestic use, these two lamps.
Yeah, this is for the home use. It can be used in the small offices, home, and all that.
Right. And so how does it work, sir? Like you just said, you switch it on, you keep the timer on, and the ultraviolet rays does its job. You just need to not be present in the room at the time when it is operating, right?
Yeah.
Cancelled. Please hold power
Okay.
button.
So once
3
the
seconds.
timer, well, the timer is still on. Once the timer is off, it's safe to go right into the room, or you still have to wait for a few minutes for the ultraviolet rays to do its job?
You just switch it on and leave out of the room. After 30 seconds, it will automatically switch on. And if someone comes into that room, it will automatically switch off because it's got a motion sensor.
Right. That's exactly what I was just going to ask. Like, if there is a kid in the house and he wouldn't know when the machine is on. So if there isn't presence in the room, it will automatically go off because it has a
It
motion
will
sensor.
automatically, exactly, it has got a motion sensor which will automatically cut off the lights.
Right. So, sir, how effective do you think it is right now, and what is the necessity at this point of time in the country of this kind of product?
We are going through the very crucial situation. You know, every houses everywhere we can use this one for the disinfection instead of using the sanitizers and all that. Instead of using the chemical, we can disinfect this one. We can disinfect the house with these UVC lights. Even the chambers can be used for disinfecting the electronic gadgets, telephones, and all that. Using sanitizers is not good for these mobile phone screens and all that, which you can keep it inside the disinfection chamber.
So in terms of safety features, one, you already mentioned that it has that motion sensor while it's on, and if somebody enters into the room, it will go off automatically. What about other safety features like the ultraviolet rays that is being used in this product? How safe is it to use this product in homes?
See, ultraviolet rays is harmful for the body, so that is the reason why it has got all the safety measures.
Sorry, Mr. Jabi, your voice disconnected. Can you repeat, sir?
That's what this equipment got complete safety measures. The moment someone comes near to that, it will automatically cut off. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can hear you. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So yes, one, the safety measure, you said it's going to cut off right away once there's someone. In terms of handling, in terms of placing it on a counter or something, how safe is it to keep it in the house?
See, it is very easy to use at house, but just keep it on and just leave out of the room and set the timer for 15 minutes. It will disinfect that area. So you'll have to leave out of the room. Just keep it on with the timer and just leave out of the room, and it is safe to use.
Right. So in terms of cost, how much does this product cost right now, and from where and how can people purchase it?
It is costing 45 real, approximately 45 real, and it is available with new fourth dimension. In our office it is available, and based on the order, even we can deliver it to your doorstep also.
And so where is the office located? If someone wants to come and purchase directly from you, how can they find you?
Our office is in Rovi. Rovi, just near to that Almaha petrol station.
Right. And you said that you can also deliver it online if people place an order with you. Is there going to be a minimum charge on the delivery, or is there a minimum quantity that you will deliver, or you can just deliver one product if somebody asks?
We can just deliver it.
And is it going to be across the country or just for now in Muscat?
Across the country only.
Great. Great, perfect.
In other countries, there are other dealers.
Yeah. Yes, sir, you were saying something, sorry.
Yeah, in other countries, there are other dealers. Already it's available in other Middle East countries.
Right. Yes. So I feel, sir, this is like the right time to get such an amazing product into the country, because I know we're still in the middle of the pandemic and people are still, like for myself, like I'm always disinfecting the place and it gets really tedious. It gets really tiring, cleaning the counters all the time. So I think this would be like an amazing, amazing product to actually have it in the house to get, because it says that it actually destroys 99% of germs. So I'm hoping that this product is successful in Oman, and I'm sure that people are going to get this product from you or through online and keep themselves and keep their homes clean as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. It was a great pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much for sharing the product with us and also demonstrating how easy it is to use and how easy it is to handle.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Now, continuing more with our local updates, His Highness Sayyid Yazan bin Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, who's the Minister for Culture, Sports and Youth, received Munu Mahawar, Ambassador of the Republic of India to the Sultanate, in his office at the Ministry on Sunday. During the meeting, the two sides reviewed the bilateral relations binding the two countries and discussed aspects of existing joint cooperation in the cultural, sports and youth fields, besides exchanging views on promoting such aspects of cooperation. The Sultanate and the Republic of India signed a memorandum of understanding in the field of cultural cooperation on July 12, 2010. The expats program, named the Khibrat program, will be empowering youngsters and enhancing job skills for 600 candidates in various governorates of the Sultanate, the Ministry of Labour has said. A statement issued online by the Ministry of Labour said that the Khibrat program will enhance youth with the job skills required by the labour market in partnership with the Ministry of Labour and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth. The inauguration of the first training workshop held in North Al-Batina Governorate saw participation of 120 young men and women as part of the experts' initiative to enhance the job skills of trainees in accordance with the requirements of the labour market, which was complemented in partnership between the Ministry of Labour and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth. The Environment Authority in the Sultanate, known as EA, has issued a number of arrest reports against a group of tourists who left waste in the Miniat Islands. A statement issued online by Environment Authority said that within the framework of the continuous efforts made by the Environment Authority in preserving the environment and its natural components from the hands of the abusers, the Environment Department in Al-Batina South Governorate was able to issue a number of arrest reports against a group of tourists who camped in the Damaniyat Islands Nature Reserve without permission from the authority. The violators left their waste in the reserve, which required specialists in the reserve to clean the site and return the reserve clean as usual. We call upon everyone to follow the laws and regulations issued regarding the Damaniyat Islands Nature Reserve and abide by them in the event of visiting the reserve to enjoy the beauty of the place, the Ministry of Labour statement added. Now, academic experts living in the Sultanate of Oman have asked students not to quit studying as the revised minimum wage rulings will not affect them. They have said that fresh graduates must look for jobs that provide them the right experience, with education playing a vital role in career growth. Their comments came after some students in the country considered dropping out of university to take up a job, as they feel they will be paid just the minimum wage of 325 Omani Riyals even after obtaining professional qualifications, following the ministry's decision to no longer equate salaries to degrees held by Omani employees. Speaking to Times of Oman, Hilal Al-Badi, the Deputy Director of Media Relations at Sultan Qaboos University, said, "Students at any educational institution should not link a degree only to their jobs. It would be unfair for them to get a certificate just to earn a high salary from the very beginning. All students must realize that knowledge and science open up broader horizons that teach them life skills and increase their awareness. There are skills that you learn not just from coming to university and opening your books, but also from the environment there, and by interacting with your fellow students, which enhances your personality and helps you develop the attitude to improve oneself even after you have left university." Jasim Al-Balushi, the Deputy Head of the Department of Professional Development and Humanities at the College of Engineering at the National University of Science and Technology, said that fresh graduates and students have to shoulder some responsibility in convincing the company hiring them that they are worth more. He said that just because the minimum wage is 325 Omani Riyals now does not mean you will not get that amount, just that amount. Your starting salary could be 500 to 600 Omani Riyals, so don't think negatively. This decision was brought in to ensure everyone has equal opportunity at getting jobs. He continued saying that, let us say there is an SME that wants to hire a skilled worker and can offer about 500 Omani Riyals to a fresh graduate. It does not mean only diploma holders can apply for this. If a graduate wants this job, he too can apply for it. It is better to take this job with this salary than just sit at home. If you believe you're worth more, then fight for it. At the start of your career, it is more important to look at work experience and not just the salary you get. Once you have gained some experience and skill, then you can expect an increase in the salary, in the payment of the salary, Jasim Al-Balushi said. Experts also said that wages linked with qualifications exist only in some of the Gulf countries. Very few developed countries in the world follow this practice, so it is good that Oman will now follow wages based on skills and not on degrees, an expert said. In fact, recently, US President Donald Trump signed an executive order on June 26, 2020 that directs the federal government to take the emphasis off whether a job candidate has a college degree and instead assess an applicant's job skills. These were the top stories from our local desk today, but stay tuned as we'll be back again after this short commercial break with more latest updates from our international desk your way.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now from our international desk. Iran reported 3,362 new coronavirus cases on Sunday, raising the total confirmed number in the country to 446,448. The pandemic has so far claimed 25,589 lives in Iran, up by 195 in the past 24 hours, said Seema Sadatlari, spokeswoman for the Ministry of Health and Medical Education in Iran, during her daily briefing. A total of 374,170 people have recovered from the disease and been discharged from hospitals, while 4,059 remain in intensive care units. As of Sunday, 3,932,571 coronavirus lab tests have been carried out in Iran, according to the spokeswoman. She said 26 Iranian provinces out of 31 are in high-risk condition. Iran announced its first case of coronavirus on February 19, 2020. Iran and China have offered mutual help in combating the COVID-19 pandemic. In mid-February, at the early stage of the coronavirus outbreak in China, Iran lit up the Tehran Azadi Liberty Tower to show its solidarity with China and donated 3 million masks to China. In return, China delivered several shipments of medical supplies to Iran. On February 29, 2020, a 5-member Chinese medical team visited Iran for a month-long mission to help Iran fight the pandemic. Now, coronavirus daily cases in Turkey have also increased by 1,511 on Saturday, raising the total diagnosed patients to 312,966, the Turkish Health Ministry announced. Meanwhile, 71 people died in the past 24 hours, taking the death toll to 7,929, according to the data shared by the ministry. A total of 1,232 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, raising the total recoveries to 274,514 in Turkey since the outbreak. The rate of pneumonia in COVID-19 patients is 6.6%, and the number of seriously ill patients is 1,615. Turkish health professionals conducted 102,009 tests in the past 24 hours, bringing the overall number of tests to 9,936,581. A total of 2,157 confirmed or suspected coronavirus patients are under quarantine in dormitories and hostels across Turkey, the Turkish Interior Ministry said. Turkey reported the first coronavirus case on March 11, 2020. Turkey and China have supported each other in the fight against coronavirus. Chinese doctors and medical experts held video conferences with Turkish counterparts to share China's experience in treating coronavirus patients, protecting medical workers, and controlling the spread of the virus. Peruvian President Martin Vizcarra announced on Friday that international flights will resume on October 5, 2020 in Peru. The approval of this measure occurred within the implementation of Phase 4 of the country's economic reactivation, Vizcarra said after a meeting with his Council of Ministers. The president said that the first international flights would be between Peru and certain countries in the region that are safe from a health point of view. Vizcarra said all international travel will be governed by strict health protocols, adding that if travelers wish to enter the country, it will be required, among other things, that they have a negative coronavirus test with a maximum validity of 48 hours. The Peruvian government also stated that in October, travel agencies and tour operators will be allowed to reopen services for authorized sites. According to the Ministry of Health, Peru has registered 794,584 cases and 32,037 deaths from coronavirus as of Friday. A total of 959 newly graduated soldiers on Sunday joined the Afghan National Army, known as ANA, boosting the force amid an increase in the Taliban-led unrest, an army source said. The new graduates have received a 3-month training period at the Kabul Military Training Center in the eastern part of the Afghan capital city, Kabul. The soldiers will be deployed in countryside to ensure peace and stability, the military official said. The latest graduation came as Taliban militants and Islamic State affiliates have escalated attacks during recent months, and fighting has been continuing in half of the country's 34 provinces. These were the latest updates from our international desk, and with this, we have come to the end of the show today. But stay tuned, as we'll be back again tomorrow at 2 p.m. with more updates. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.